Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing great. Today, we're going to roast a leg of lamb in the oven and serve it with rice. With a special marinade and slow roasting, this dish turns out incredibly flavorful. A perfect meal for your guests, both impressive to look at and absolutely satisfying to eat. Let's get started. I'm beginning by preparing the marinade. In a small bowl, I added half a cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of salt, and the spices of your choice. I used black pepper, red pepper flakes, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, oregano, and plenty of minced garlic. Then I mixed everything together really well. This is actually my first time making leg of lamb, and in the videos I watched, they were inserting garlic cloves directly into the meat. But I thought if I use crushed garlic instead, it would give the meat even more flavor, and I think it worked really well. My marinade is ready. Now I'm making cuts along and across the leg of lamb so that the marinade can soak in better. After making the cuts, I also clean off some of the excess fat on the meat, as I saw in the videos I watched. I flipped the leg of lamb over and made cuts on the other side as well. Then I removed the excess fat from there too. Then, I flipped it back over and started applying the marinade, making sure to spread it generously on the top and in between. After that, I massaged the marinade into the cuts with my hands to make sure it gets into every part of the meat. Lamb meat tends to be fatty, so I didn't add any extra fat. But honestly, I think it would have been better if I did. I placed the leg of lamb in another baking tray lined with layers of parchment paper. Then I wrapped it tightly with more parchment paper to ensure no air gets in and it cooks perfectly. I didn't put it in the oven right away. I let the marinade soak into the meat for about an hour. After that, I preheated the oven to 400 Fahrenheit, then reduced it to 375 Fahrenheit, and roasted the lamb for about 4 to 5 hours. I cover the tray with aluminum foil and then send it off to the oven. Meanwhile, I'm making the rice. I add half a stick of butter to the pan, and once it melts, I add the 2 cups of jasmine rice that I've soaked in hot water for half an hour. I then add 2 cups of water, bring it to a boil, reduce the heat, and let it simmer for 5 minutes. Once the rice has absorbed all the water, I stir it and turn off the heat, letting it rest on the side. I took the lamb out of the oven, and here's how it looks. And by the way, the house smelled absolutely amazing. I tore off a small piece from the edge, and it was so tender and perfectly cooked, and the taste was amazing. Then, I plated it with the rice and served it. I transferred the lamb to a serving tray and placed the rice around it. I also garnished with some parsley on top. My guests loved it. If you liked my video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to subscribe. You can also share this recipe with your loved ones by clicking the share button. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.